Lordy, Steiner's got a mic. Boy, sick.
Steiner, this past Sunday at Bash at the Beach.
Whoa. Man, I thought this would be a nice interview. You got all the things to talk about. We got large songs world, got my favorite freaker. Look how beautiful this is. You want to talk about things in the past. That's done, man. I did that. It's over. Forget about it.
I do want to talk about Bash at the Beach and that brutal attack on your so-called friend, Kevin Nash.
So-called friend. See, that's where you're wrong. I don't have no friends. I don't want no friends. Let's just keep it at that. Don't call him my so-called. He's not my friend. I don't want no friends.
You know what? The image that I have is of you and Kevin Nash in the ring together. We've seen it for the last couple of months here in World Championship Wrestling. Why, Scott? Why would you do that to him? And in the process, you cost Scott Hall his contract.
I don't give a about Scott Hall. He's not my friend. And what I did to Kevin Nash, it felt right at the time. It felt good. And it made me happy. So I did it. That's all you need to know.
You know, in Scott Hall, we're talking about a man here who has a family, a wife and a kids, and now he's unemployed.
He's unemployed, just like those wrestling fans out there. You think I give a damn about those wrestling fans? I don't give a damn about Scott Hall. Why would I damn about the fans? I don't care about anybody. Get it straight, man. Try to understand me, all right?
I'll try. You know,
I don't need anybody.
After everything that's gone down here in the past couple of months, there are a lot of people that are saying, well, Big Papa Pump is totally out of control. Scott,
Maybe.
Are you out of control?
Maybe. Because I'm not getting what I want to get. You know, look at Booker T. He comes back. The thing I had to sit in the back and watch Booker T win the world title. And he's got 8 years wrestling. I don't give a damn. I've been kicked 10 years. What do I get? I'm talking to you too. I got a Frankenstein. You call her Hurricanrana. It's a Frankenstein. It's not a Hurricanrana.
That was never meant to discredit you. That was never meant to disservice to you.
Everybody knows that the Frankenstein. You called her Hurricanrana. Why?
It was an attempt to get the luchadors over at the time. That's all. The Mexican
I don't give a damn about luchadors. If the Frankensteiner, call it the Frankensteiner. When somebody sees it again, and you call it Hurricanrana, I'm coming down, all right? I'm coming down to the desk, all right?
Scott.
Don't make that mistake again, all right?
You know, Scott, you and I have always had a real good working relationship.
I don't like the way you started this interview out, man. Of all the things to talk about, you got to bring up the past, man. It's the past, man. I could have been in a good mood until you bring up this bull.
Let's talk about Goldberg.
I don't want to talk about Goldberg. You want to hear about what I have to say about Goldberg? Look at the Iron Man magazine. I'm on the cover. All right? What I said about Goldberg, I'll say it on. If he would have been smart enough to get to Michigan, I would have kicked this 10 years ago. But since he was too stupid and he went to Georgia, things didn't happen. Things will come around. Things have a way of working themselves out, you know?
Scott, you brought up the fans earlier, and you hear the chants.
What did I say about the fans? I don't give a damn about the fans. Quit bringing them up. It's over with.
The fans love you. You hear the Big Papa Pump chants. You hear them from the fans every week. You know what? You're making it real difficult for the fans to like you.
I don't want nobody to like me. I got my freaks nationwide. They make me happy. The fans, I don't care. They can like who they want. Don't like me. I don't need them. All right? I got Medeja, my fake one. That's all I care about, okay?
You know, Scott,
Screw the fans.
It's obvious that you have an awful lot of hatred and a lot of anger.
Short fuse, yeah? Where people push me.
That hatred and that anger, it's bottled up inside you. And I'm just trying to find out where that comes from. Is this something maybe that dates back to your childhood?
What was that? Closer.
No, I said, is this something maybe that would date back to your childhood? You know,
what's that? My childhood? Those have nothing to do with this. Look at a stupid interview.
Poppy, please.
Medeja, forget about him, he's stupid. He didn't ask me the right questions. Come on. Leave him.
Good morning, back with the John and Ed Show. John here.
This is it.
Again.
Okay. But why would you end the promo right there?
Yeah.
Did it just end?
Yeah, it just ended
gosh.
pretty much. Poor Mike today.
I didn't think I didn't think that was funny.
That was sad.
Like I'm sitting here listening to this guy chuckling over here.
It was sad.
It was a very serious interview that I don't know why he was. Why were you laughing?
I was laughing at the Hurricanranas and stuff
why?
like that.
He's got a point. His move is the Frankensteiner.
Oh, it's a Hurricanrana.
Not when he does it.
Oh, God.
It's like Randy Orton doesn't do the diamond cutter.
Yes,
no,
it's
he doesn't
the
do a
RKO.
cutter. He doesn't
Exactly.
do.
Oh, okay, we're going that direction.
The
okay.
Ace. Was it Ace Crusher? Yeah, the Ace Crusher.
Is that what?
So the
I think
STF
that's what it
is not
is.
the STFU then.
Well, it's not called the STFU anymore anyway.
No,
But
still, I mean...
When John Cena did it at the time, it was the STFU, not the STF.
They're two different moves.
They're just called two different things.
So... The Hurricane Rana and the Frankenstein are the same thing.
Well, when he does it, he does the top rope Frankensteiner, right? He doesn't just bust out a Hurricane Rana.
Right. I believe at this point it has to be top rope.
Yeah. But no, it's called two different things.
Nah. What can you do? But I see Scott.
Well, I know what he can do.
Yeah, right? No, he almost killed Mike today and pretty much buried every wrestling fan out there.
Brilliant.
Brilliant Scott Steiner.
Yeah. He speaks words of truth.
He does. That was actually a very serious promo for once. He can take it seriously once in a while. Even though he did ask the wrong questions at the end.
He did.
He asked the wrong questions. Anyway, we did have SmackDown last night with spoilers coming in as I told Ant-Man not to look because it's going to be depressing, and it was depressing.
Yeah, I looked at them last night. And I don't know.
Not impressed?
I don't know what they're like, if they're just wasting time before the pay-per-view or whatever.
I feel like they've already done all the build-up they want to.
Yeah.
And they're just just recording a SmackDown for the sake of having an additional SmackDown.
I feel like whatever they could have done, like with a couple different storylines, got messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going on with the Shield? I think everyone thought it was going to be the 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
Maybe Undertaker would come back, and they even brought in Kofi all of a sudden.
But what they're saying was that the 6-man tag they're probably going to put off until SummerSlam. But I mean, how do you keep Team Hell No engaged with the Shield for that long?
Yeah.
You got to go through two more pay-per-views before SummerSlam? Because between Extreme Rules and SummerSlam we have Payback.
Yeah,
is it Money in the Bank?
It would be two more. But I guess it's cool they broke it up into two matches.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose getting the U.S. title shot and Team Hell No versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
I mean, I figured at first I thought it was kind of random, but then, technically speaking, Dean Ambrose is the one who got the pin on Kofi.
Yeah.
Who is the U.S. champion, so that
they brought that rule back?
Yeah, all of a sudden it
But it wasn't a singles match.
It wasn't. It was just he got the pin on him in the 6-man tag, and that's why he gets the U.S. title.
I'm not sure if you guys did because as of right now, the other show wasn't uploaded. But what was that tag, that 6-man elimination match on Raw about?
It was
it was good.
Now they're defeated.
Yep.
They're not undefeated anymore.
Yeah, they're not. No, they're just gonna do what I said on the other show was what they did with Umaga. They'll just say they've never been pinned or submitted.
But I still like that they were undefeated as a team.
I did like that as well.
And they could have had that build up.
Oh, that's what
undefeated tag team versus
Hell No
and Undertaker at SummerSlam if they were going to do that.
I'll say it to you: it's either Cena being a dick about it or it's creative. Because Cena is the Hulk Hogan, doesn't like putting people over. Because you know what? He got pinned already from Roman Reigns. That's enough said. The Shield pinned Cena already. So why not pin him again? No! Cena might look too weak.
Against 3 guys who've defeated everybody? I don't think that's the case. I think it was
And it was creative. An elimination match.
Yeah.
It was at this point I think it was 3-on-1.
It was.
Right?
Exactly.
So I mean it's not how weak are you making Cena looking if you really do that. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
That's why I'm wearing the shirt. Representing the Shield. I hope they win everything.
But I was really let down by that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the main event of the show.
Right.
As far as I know.
We got a better main event. Okay, AJ versus Natalya.
I'm not talking about that right now. I'll get to
knock
that.
your socks off commentary.
Worst. It wasn't the main event. There wasn't a real build-up to the match.
Not at all.
That should have been left for a pay-per-view. At some point, they weren't going to remain undefeated forever. But you could have built on it.
Yeah.
They had that huge victory at WrestleMania.
Like I said, because of that one man in the ring. It should not have been Cena. It should have been someone else.
I thought
Why couldn't it have been Kofi?
I thought that the end of the match would have ended with disqualification.
Wait a minute. If it would have been Kofi, you would have.
No, because it would make the Shield win that.
You would have like set some place
No,
on
but
fire.
then all
He was saying that the Shield could have won if it was
exactly.
Kofi.
If the Shield would have won if it was Kofi.
But then again, nobody would care
Right,
because
clear mile, because no one would have cared. But
yeah, but that's like Kofi and the Usos versus the Shield.
I know what you said.
Someone explain why Kofi's in this, because he's just gonna get beat by a better wrestler, and
that's fine. I don't mind that they're gonna hold a bunch of titles together.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Something along the lines of Kofi.
I don't think it was Kofi. He brought up Kofi.
The Shield.
Thank you. So we're talking about the Shield. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, dude.
Lame.
Shirt. It's looking right at.
Stupid shirt.
Yeah, it's a Shield shirt. Sorry, but interesting that the Miz TV opens up SmackDown.
That's not interesting at all. This is
well, no, because I heard it was
Miz
supposed to be
TV
the
segments.
highlight reel, and then they I guess switched it.
Wow.
Well, hold on.
What a downgrade.
Hold on. I just want to talk about before we get to SmackDown what happened after that atrocious 6-man elimination match.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you just remember?
I remember what I wanted the ending to be.
Okay.
Ryback coming out and attacking the Shield.
Yeah. Like
attacking the Shield, but not just to attack the Shield, because then it would make it look like he's a face or whatever. But attack them to get him out of the way so he can attack Cena.
Right.
Even that could have been a no contest, or because he attacked Dean Ambrose first, it would have been by DQ. They would have retained.
Yeah.
Well, not retained because it wasn't a title, but remained undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
But that Diva match afterward,
it was phenomenal.
I thought at some point AJ would win by count out.
All right.
She oversold on the outside. I guess that's her character now.
Yeah.
She gets hit, stays down. Like
yeah,
in
the plain
Battle
possum.
Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then 9, push Natalya and just run into the
I was
ring.
expecting something like that,
yeah.
too.
And then when they both got it, I was like, oh, let down.
Mm.
But she gets beat the whole time, puts in almost no offense, and then wins with the octopus stretch.
That was a pretty awesome finish.
She's used it before. I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they kind of did away with it, although she hasn't really had any matches in
it's been a while,
last couple of years.
Yeah, she got to showcase anything, really.
But that was surprising because she put in no offense, and then wins by submission.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what I said on the show.
No.
It's
it's a good looking move, and all that. It's interesting because nobody uses it. Like nobody at all anymore uses it.
Yeah, I was saying that I think the last person I saw use it was Gail Kim.
She has a different move.
I was saying that it looks like it. It's
Yeah.
very similar, but I couldn't remember if it was the same thing or not. But you just clarified that
it's almost the same move.
Okay,
but
good. That's what I've been wondering, if it was the same thing or if it was different.
I mean, last that I remember, it wasn't the same move.
Okay.
But it very well could have been.
So we get to SmackDown, and advertised was the highlight reel. What a downgrade! It goes to Miz TV.
And every person in that arena should get refunded.
Yeah, well, I would want my money back.
And anyone who reads these results should also get time given back to them.
Well, now it gets even worse because the guests are Randy Orton and Big Show. And all they do is see highlights from the Orton and Show feud.
Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. Highlights! What could possibly be a highlight from the Randy Orton and Big Show feud? What? An RKO from out of nowhere?
Yes.
Or a WMD?
Yeah, that's it.
Riveting.
Then Jack Swagger, Del Rio, Mark Henry, and Sheamus all end up in a ring and a brawl breaks out.
Oh, my.
Oh, no!
Well, did they all attack The Miz at the same time? Because that would make this
Orton, Del
worthwhile.
Rio, and Sheamus clean house before Teddy Long comes out and makes
Oh, my God.
6-man tag match, player!
I don't even know anymore.
Why
does anyone bother with
those
SmackDown?
tag matches.
And you know, that you say that, I was thinking how we made a comment one time about how SmackDown was the better show at one point. And we remembered it, I think we had said it was a while back.
Yeah.
But I would think it wasn't really that long ago.
Technically speaking, it doesn't feel that long ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel, because when I think of the days where SmackDown, I almost preferred it to Raw, was, I guess last time was 2003, 2004?
Wow, going way, way back.
I was thinking, for me, sooner than that.
Really? When did you...
When Punk was still on SmackDown with the Straight Edge Society.
Oh, all right.
Even before that, I'm not just censoring it on
No,
CM
I remember
Punk.
that, actually.
But around that time, SmackDown to me was the better show.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
it wasn't that long ago.
I can see where you're coming from that because
That's
the one thing that's been consistent about Raw for all these years was John Cena. Is John Cena. And SmackDown actually at some point did get like a rotation where sometimes you would focus on Randy Orton, other time you would focus around CM Punk, or even Big Show got a turn at some point. So I do see what you're saying, actually. Yeah.
It's one of those things where you don't have the main event guy to just focus on, like John Cena not being on the show.
Yeah.
You have all these other guys, all these other wrestlers, and they put on good matches, good storylines. Is what I guess it really comes down to.
Yeah.
And they had that. They had that on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Well, no, obviously he does make a 6-man tag match later for tonight. Next, we got Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns beat the Usos in a quick match. Dean Ambrose joined in the post-match beatdown, and so that guy with the Jamaican accent comes in.
He doesn't have the Jamaican accent. That's been gone for a long time.
Kofi Kingston.
I don't know, like, you're one of those people that, like, I made a reference to the other day, all of a sudden doesn't like Kofi. It's not cool to like Kofi anymore.
Nope.
Everyone used to love Kofi. Everyone wanted him in the main event when he was feuding with Orton and all that. Now all of a sudden he gets the title which everybody said they wanted, and now
the title that's not even supposed to mean anything right now anymore.
It doesn't,
because it always gets buried. But
yeah, now
I don't know. Somehow
even with Dean Ambrose, who I see winning that match.
Oh, of course.
Even him having the U.S. title, I don't think it's going to mean anything.
No, absolutely not. Even though yes,
if he wins or loses,
it's cool they're gonna have
matter.
all the belts though, except the Intercontinental and the WWE title. It's still cool to see them at least hold gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even when Cesaro had it for 240 days or whatever, it sort of didn't matter,
right?
Because he never defended it.
Still cool, right?
He had matches all the time, but never really defended it, and it kind of didn't matter. Like he just went with his gimmick.
Yep.
Right.
I don't remember the last U.S. champion that really mattered.
Well, this is what I think of Kofi right now. To you, Kofi.
Well, you don't really mean anything.
Well, I do.
Because you can't tell me why you don't like him.
I just don't. I've had enough. I've had enough.
Enough of what? He's not jobbing anymore. I've had enough.
I
hated it when he jobbed. I hate it when he wins.
He's a jobber with a title.
Champion. That doesn't go together.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Yes, well,
if you're a jobber, you wouldn't have the title.
Wait a minute. Yes, you can still job and have the title.
The jobber championship of the world. Whoever loses keeps the title. You can still job and have the title. No, you can't.
So, Ziggler losing with the World Heavyweight title just means nothing.
To who? To one of the number one contenders?
Well, he lost to Swagger already. He lost
number
to
one
Del
contender.
Rio.
Another number one contender.
So why
not for the title?
So why are you making Ziggler again lose again?
I don't know why they're doing that. I can't explain why they're doing that, but
he's
still not a jobber.
So all Kofi is pretty much...
He's still not a jobber.
Oh, he's a jobber. Kofi's a clear jobber. In my book, he's a jobber. For life. He's a mid-card champion for life. He will never make it to the top.
Being mid-card champion doesn't make you a jobber.
This does.
No, it doesn't. Being Nunzio makes you a jobber.
So if you held the U.S. title...
Nunzio. I forgot about Nunzio. The highlight of Nunzio's WWE career was getting speared by Goldberg.
Yes.
During the Royal Rumble. That was amazing.
I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of what he did to Cesaro. I think it was bullcrap. Oh, all of a sudden...
What he did to Cesaro?
Yes.
By beating him?
Yes.
You're in a match you're going to want to win.
No.
You're going to put all the stops to win.
Is ridiculous that, Friday, he beats him, and on Monday he loses. I mean, it makes no sense. At least make it a pay-per-view match, you know? On Raw he's going to lose it.
But that's the point. But that kind of goes along with how the title doesn't mean anything.
I know. That's why I'm happy.
Which you can almost say, sort of, for the Intercontinental title, because they did that Mania, pre-Mania.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lost the title. On Raw, he wins it back.
And the sad thing about the Intercontinental Championship is that if you just ask somebody, quick off the top of your head, who's the Intercontinental Championship? Somebody it might take them a few seconds because at this point, was Wade Barrett even on Raw this past week?
No, I don't believe so. He did that Raw app thing. App it out.
Interrupting the match. Really trying to get people to download that app.
Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, Kofi made Ziggler still.
But neither of the champions really matter.
Yeah.
No.
Did you read the main event spoilers?
I'll get to that.
We should probably do that before.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because it's interesting.
Next,
Really?
Damian Sandow walks up to the Miz and Teddy Long backstage. Sandow wants to get what?
See now that the
We're
Miz
still
is
talking
back,
about SmackDown.
he just he gets to bury a bunch of other talent now.
Sandow wants to get Damian Sandow on SmackDown. After what happened with Miz TV? They have words and Teddy makes.
Just read it.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping you guys.
No,
would
just
say
read
tag
it.
Match,
Just
but
read it.
Sandow versus the Miz, yay!
Which wouldn't have worked. Why would you ask us to say it when you know it's not a tag match?
Well, you never know.
And there's no reason for us to think it's a
No,
tag
he
match. There's only
wanted
two people
us
involved.
to look like fools.
Yes.
Player.
And next we got
Extreme Ruse.
Next
I
match.
would like to know what this new pay-per-view Teddy Long is talking about. Called Extreme Ruse.
Hey.
It sounds interesting.
What is that? I don't know what pay-per-view
I
that
don't
is.
know what it is. I wasn't aware of it.
What's it called
Extreme Ruse.
again? That's a pretty good name.
It sounds interesting. I think this may even be more hardcore than Extreme Rules.
Now, next, I don't understand this. Tensai and Brutus Clay beat Darren Young and Tyler.
How do you not understand that? They've feuded.
Yeah, they had what? Did they?
They won on
They
It's
just-
Raw.
weird. I don't want to say they sort of
Yeah,
feuded.
it's not really.
It's weird because they've
Well, they've had their
having
encounters.
Yeah.
They've had their
all
encounters.
Darren Young users use a stupid hairpiece.
Yeah, what sucks is that
The hair
pick?
thing. Yeah, the pick, thank you.
It's not a hairpiece.
the hair pick.
The hair pick,
He
sorry.
threw a hairpiece on his head. Ooh, I like it. He got so enthralled
Sorry,
with
the
himself.
stupid
that he-
plastic pick that he won with, even though I'm happy they won, but now they're back to losing again. Make up their
The
minds.
this will culminate in a match at Extreme Rules.
Of course.
It will be the bloodiest match in history.
Next we get Chris Jericho versus Cesaro. Kind of want to see this match.
I do too.
But,
Very interesting,
Yes.
actually, during this match. Again, take this for what it's worth, because it is from one person who was at the show. But apparently, during this match, the crowd was chanting "boring" towards the
we
beginning.
were talking about this before. Yeah.
Towards the beginning, where Cesaro was putting in offense against Chris Jericho. Although I have in the past seen that when someone writes these types of reactions, crowd reactions, it isn't necessarily usually the whole crowd.
Yeah, just
Sometimes
their
it's
section.
just a section across, sometimes it's a section of kids,
of course.
and the person will write, the crowd was chanting boring. Well, no, they're not. One section was chanting it.
The section you were in was chanting it.
It is going to be interesting to see how this comes out on TV. Not just for that, but to see if the WWE edits it out.
Yeah.
Seeing as how SmackDown usually
Everything.
edits their, even when it's not even necessary.
Yeah.
I've noticed. It's sad.
Chris Jericho does get the win after the match. Summer Rae
But
comes out.
what's interesting almost, other than his feud with Fandango, and how Cesaro doesn't really have a feud. I mean, he's supposed to be feuding with Kofi, but now Kofi is feuding with Dean Ambrose.
Makes no sense.
You really could have put it up in the air with who would win.
Yeah.
Because Jericho doesn't
I
seem
know.
to mind losing.
Of course.
And
That's why I saw when I read it. I'm like, ooh, Cesaro actually has a chance of winning.
Yeah. But I figured it would be Jericho because of the fact that he's
Of
feuding with
course.
Fandango.
Yep. Excuse me.
But that's how you really put somebody over. I don't think John really understands the art of putting someone over. He just says burial for everything.
Well, no, I see.
But when you constantly lose, you're not putting anybody over.
Right.
Jericho should really know how this works.
Yes.
You win a bunch, and then
But this is
you
the thing.
finally lose. That puts somebody over.
Yeah.
But how could you say that with Cesaro beating someone already? Even though, it's Zack Ryder, the jobber of the WWE as we speak.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not spiking his hair anymore.
Yeah, he's giving up.
He's giving up.
People
He doesn't
Character
care.
change.
He doesn't
I've read
care
a lot
about his
that
look
people
anymore.
would want a character change.
Well,
I
it's
read
happening.
an interesting.
It's happening.
I don't
Slowly.
want to say fanfic because it's not like that, but an interesting idea for a huge We the People faction. With they beat out, because it seems like a lot of Swagger versus Zack Ryder. It seemed like they kidnap him, which is ridiculous. That's the only part that's a little ridiculous.
No, I like
And
where this is
he's
going.
gone for a couple of weeks, and in that amount of time, they brainwash him to be a part of their group.
Oh,
That's
boy.
kind of awesome.
I wouldn't mind that, except for the kidnapping part.
No, that's brilliant. That's the
Well,
best
no,
part.
that happened to Samoa Joe, and look what happened.
That's totally different.
Well,
Yeah, but Zack Ryder comes with a tattoo on his face. and 20 pounds heavier.
Yes.
And fat, not even muscle.
These
Just
fat
fat.
asses. He's fat. Quickly though, Jericho turned it around and Fandango escaped from the ring. Jericho hits Cesaro with the codebreaker to end everything. They show a video earlier in the day with Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger, and you thought this was kind of funny.
Zeb Coulter and what? I'm sorry?
The whole,
Oh, yeah, there's this one part, there's this one bit where,
why you find
Alberto
it
Del
funny.
Rio calls, Zeb Coulter, what does he call him? Oh, the Jumanji man. That's what he calls. Oh, my goodness. The
Nice
Jumanji
reference.
man. I know. He doesn't call him by his name or anything, he's just the Jumanji man.
That's gonna be interesting to watch.
It is going to be.
I'm gonna look forward to that.
I can't wait to see the reaction, or lack of
Well,
reaction.
that reminds me. They took out the affirmative action line.
Did they?
Last week.
Oh.
Yeah, on SmackDown. I was looking forward to it because John butchered that. I remember when you guys were talking about it.
Shut up.
He butchered that whole segment, and I was looking forward to it because I had read about it too. I was like, I look forward to this. I wonder how it comes across on TV. And they just totally cut it.
Like, it was a cut, like, cut?
There's no reference to it.
Wow.
It's not said. They just cut that part of the interview out, I guess. They made it short.
Zeb says Ziggler isn't injured. He's just afraid of Swagger. Zeb says Swagger will make Dario quit at Extreme Rules and send him back home to Mexico.
At least he said it right. Because it's not Mexico. It is Mexico.
Mexico. The Miz defeated
Americans.
Damian Sandow.
See, here's what I'm talking about.
Americanos.
Because having the Miz back
boy.
has these
Oh boy.
useless matches
Oh, boy.
on SmackDown. Useless. Absolutely useless. No, seriously.
next.
I
God.
don't want to listen to this.
Sandow. Like,
What are they doing?
what I don't understand about Sandow is that he's getting... He has a lot of fan support.
He does.
If you go on any website, people love
Love this
Sandow.
guy. They just
all right?
love this guy.
And you have people willing to pay the $70-something for his robe. Okay?
Which I will get.
Obviously, and his
Well,
shirt
it
sells.
looks nice, and you can use it.
Yes.
No, but this is a character that people are really taken to.
Yeah.
People are really taken to
Yeah.
the Damian Sandow character, okay?
He's awesome.
And he single-handedly buried the Randy Orton gimmick. If
Thank
you want to
you.
call it a gimmick, then he loses.
I don't want to say he buried it.
No, he
No,
buried it,
He
man.
made fun of it.
No,
he
it
buried
was a
it.
burial.
He made fun.
Because
It was
because
a
everything
complete-
about that song was true.
True.
It was true. No
That
doubt
was
about it.
because
But
it was like, did you see Orton's face when he was saying
the
this?
same face he makes at everything.
That's exactly. It confirmed everything Sandow had done.
Thank you, Damian Sandow.
But then he loses.
Then he loses.
And then what does he do the next week? Who did he lose to on Raw?
Oh, Kofi.
He lost to Kofi Kingston.
This is the thing that bothers me is, he's the intellectual savior of the masses, the unwashed masses. He's so smart, but he loses to the same guys over and over again.
Yeah, so he's
He
not
was
learning
so-
anything.
He's so smart. He should be able to outsmart them at some point.
Yeah, and then he loses
I
to the Miz of all people.
Not the Miz, but
And the
Cody
best
Rhodes.
part is Cody Rhodes is also going to lose the pre-show.
Yes.
Yeah, why? I have
don't
no idea when they announced that. What's the connection?
I have no idea.
We'll get into happier thoughts. Caitlyn defeated.
By the way,
Alexa.
did you see the Miz's stupid new shirt?
Oh yeah, Miz does have a new shirt.
Haters
Why do we have
wanted.
to plug that?
It's the
Haters wanted.
stupidest thing. I do.
Don't
Haters
buy
You know
it.
what? The funny thing is, I don't hate the front.
I don't know. Does the back say something?
The back says something along the lines of, the old people are starting to like me.
Yes. Huh?
Like,
What?
I'm dead serious.
Oh,
I have it in the email, or I might have just deleted it out of anger.
I'm sure it's on their shop, at their shop.
It's
Old people love me. Is that what that says?
It's the stupidest shirt I may have ever seen. But go on with SmackDown. I just got to confirm what the back says because it's stupid.
No, it is very stupid.
But it matches the persona, so he should walk around in it.
Like, the only problem I don't have with Kofi beating Sandow, bringing it back to Sandow, is that he's champion. You can't make your champion, although they're doing it with Dolph, look weak.
Right.
But at the same time, it's as much as I like Kofi, you can't buy it. He's lost so long, for so often for so long. I
Yeah.
just can't buy it.
No, exactly.
Especially like at this point, I'm more for Sandow anyway than Kofi.
Yeah. No, you're not alone in that sense at all.
Like, nothing against Kofi. It's just if I had to pick one or the other, I'm picking Sandow.
Yeah.
I've said before.
Well, he's much more entertaining on the mic.
Like I've said before, when he was in the Teacher's Pets, him and some other guy, I thought neither of these guys are going to go anywhere. It's a stupid tag team. They just want Michelle McCool out there. That's all people are going to be looking at, or whatever. It's a stupid gimmick. And it's interesting that he comes back a couple years later with a scholar gimmick, and he's proven me wrong with how entertaining he can be.
Right. And
then they just have him lose.
Yeah.
And it's like they completely dropped the storyline with him and, well, Rhodes Scholars and Tons of Funk.
Mm-hmm.
They just drop storylines and then start new ones a week or two before the pay-per-view.
No.
And
the one saving grace is that this is at least on the pre-show, which no one's probably going to watch anyway.
Apply Now, Haters Wanted.
That's the front. Okay.
Right.
Okay, again, not bad.
No, it's not.
Not bad at all.
And it's got a newspaper.
And then the back.
The old ones are starting to like me.
The old what?
The old haters.
No.
The old haters.
The old haters.
You know how it says haters love me? His old shirt?
That's a stupid shirt too.
Yeah, but
because that doesn't make any sense.
Because people love to hate him.
What is no?
People.
What I'm starting to think is his old turds are starting to love him. Because he didn't flush him down.
It makes sense. It goes along with his old shirt.
It's stupid. That
shirt.
shirt that no one else bought.
I saw people. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You were about to say.
No,
I thought I saw. Wait,
I've seen people in the crowd wear it.
Yeah,
like one person per crowd has it.
Yeah, the Mrs. Family.
The gun, the shirt gun.
Oh yeah, that's how they got
it.
Throw it back.
Knocked him out, and then the guy picked it up and put it on. That was awesome.
Oh, no, can we get back to? We're almost done with SmackDown. Maybe you can keep going. If you
want I'm done.
Or we can talk about the interesting thing that happened at Main Event.
Oh, that's right.
Next we get Caitlyn defeated Oksana.
Who cares?
Wow.
Hey, I care.
No one cares.
Yes, Oksana.
No one cares.
No one cares. Randy Orton, Dario, and Sheamus beat Big Show, Swagger, and Mark Rennie in the main event. Both Zeb and Ricardo got involved at one point. The end came with Orton hitting an RKO on Swagger. Orton, Sheamus, and Dario.
Orton hit an RKO on Swagger. Okay,
yes.
alright.
Orton, Sheamus, Dario.
For some reason you said that and I heard Sheamus.
No.
Like, what?
That actually would have been interesting.
No, because then they would have had to change the story again for the people.
Orton, Sheamus, Dario celebrated after the match. Big Show got up, but Sheamus hit the bro kick to end the show.
I want Mark Henry in the title picture again.
I want Mark Henry on commentary.
No, I want him in the title picture. I want Ryback to win the title, even though he's not. Which actually, I thought of something. They mentioned how Cena's undefeated at Extreme Rules. And everyone knows, 4-0. Everyone knows you don't stay undefeated. I don't know how to put, what weighs that out. Because Cena's got the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
So, alright, he's going to win. But he's undefeated, so it's points against him.
Right. But, yeah, you're right, though. And add in the fact that his Achilles just got attacked on Raw.
Yeah.
Right before Extreme Rules, so...
It looks like Cena's going to win. But
we'll get to
I would love to see a Ryback, a proper Ryback versus Mark Henry feud.
Well, we're
then both heels. I don't care.
No, it ended perfectly.
Then both being heels.
Speaking of Mark Henry.
Oh, and it's a last man standing match.
No, but I don't want anything else to happen between Ryback and Mark Henry. I want their one and only match. I want their one and only match to end with Mark Henry squashing Ryback's head.
It happened already. But we got our summer feud, which is close to Ryback.
Man,
this just broke.
That's not breaking anything.
Well, it just
breaking my heart.
Biggie Langston versus Mark Henry for the summer.
Why? I'm not listening to that. On Raw, did you notice Biggie's butt cheeks?
Well, yes, I did.
They were like
they wanted
two pumpkins.
Okay, they want to do a strongman versus strongman battle with Biggie Langston.
I'm not listening to this.
Why? What's wrong with it? It makes sense.
I don't care. I want Ryback versus Mark Henry.
Unfortunately, it's not happening.
Two heels who hate each other. Two heels that hate each other.
I don't want that.
But somehow, throughout the course of all the shows, destroy other people that have nothing to do with anything.
I know.
Just a whole them come into a room and throw Alex Riley across the room for no reason.
And then Yoshitatsu.
Yeah, they both enter the room mad at each other and destroy other people.
I know.
For no reason.
So
get some people on TV.
That's a good idea.
And interesting.
One throws Primo, the other throws Epico. Come on.
Lame.
Not lame. You're lame.
That Paul Heyman is seeking a third clown.
No. That's just a story that WWE.com put out there. Because they have no news. And they're like, oh, what if he's looking for a third person?
Is it really a what if?
Yeah. What if he's looking for a third person? They allude to it being a superstar and then sort of in the middle, or Diva.
No. It's probably just Tommy Dreamer.
RVD.
I want it to be Tommy Dreamer. I want it to be so anticlimactic that nobody cares.
It'll be RVD, like the last time when he turned on RVD for Big Show.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
But remember, Brock
It'll be Ryback.
Oh, God. Remember, Brock Lesnar also turned on Paul Heyman, too.
He did.
But Heyman always turns on everybody, though.
No, but didn't Heyman turn on Paul Heyman for... Didn't Heyman turn on Mark Henry? Mark Henry.
It's okay, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Didn't Paul Heyman... Yeah. Didn't he turn on Brock
everybody.
Lesnar first? Like,
yeah, he turns on everybody.
Yeah, he does.
He did it with...
He does.
Yeah. I wonder when and if it'll happen with Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It has to. If that's the way he ends all of his managerial services,
Yeah.
it has to happen.
It's
and he goes on to the next guy.
Yeah, he does.
He
to whoever
upgrades
he's
to the next
facing.
guy. So that's how you get Ryback in there.
Want to get to main event?
Do you want to get to main event?
Of course, I'm ready.
You should have done main event first.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Kane... Oh, wait. We'll start from bottom up. Cody Rhodes beat Justin
No,
Gabriel.
that's the main event.
Yeah, the
That's
main
it.
event is usually first.
You have to go last.
Really? Cody Rhodes was just...
Just
Gabriel
say it
tonight?
in order.
Okay, Kane defeated Seth Rollins by DQ. The Shield went for a triple powerbomb on Kane, but the Usos came out for the save.
Oh my goodness.
What? What's going on?
I don't know why they bother. Like, this is the
The
thing.
Usos?
Yeah, because
The
they're
Usos.
the tag team sort of jobbers.
Wait,
Like,
where
you
was
get their
Daniel
one-off-
Bryan?
Where's that?
You get your one-off, victories,
Oh, yeah,
but
that
you
thing
can't
with one of
take
the
those
fellas.
guys serious.
There you go.
You can't take those guys seriously.
Mhm.
They come out, who cares? They just
No,
get
they
beat.
make you care
Access, they
with
were-
that
they were a
amazing
little bit
entrance
over.
of theirs.
They're entertaining,
Oh,
but
they
they
are.
always lose.
I know.
So why would you
Well, they
buy
were-
them coming out and making a save?
Because main event is their show.
Well, actually, Access is their show because they did get a win at Access.
Access isn't their show. It was an event.
No, but they did get a couple wins on main event that I've seen.
They get
Usos.
they get their one-offs, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Wait a minute.
This is the whole putting somebody over argument I have.
Timeout.
Not timeout. What's
Timeout.
the next
I'm
match?
gonna explode.
What's the next
Are
match?
you kidding me?
This
I
is the
didn't-
best
Sin
part.
Cara beats what?
He beat who? Wade Barrett?
Yes.
What?
I was
This-
just...
Yes.
Rey Mysterio School of Botching has been out for God knows how long, and this little midget decides, oh, I'm gonna beat Wade Barrett.
would love
Stupid
to see-
creative. I
would love
hate
to see Sin
creative
Cara beat
so
John
much.
up.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
This is garbage. This is pathetic.
Maybe
It's
it's...
not pathetic.
This is
This is what the Intercontinental title needs.
So now he has a title shot.
If they follow it.
They don't.
Because remember, Sin Cara beat Cesaro not too long ago. Well, Cesaro had the title.
Yeah, he never got
But
the
can
title
you
shot.
explain to me?
He can beat people.
That's understandable. But oh wait, the Miz already has an Intercontinental title shot.
No, he doesn't.
He was
He'll
gone
have,
for too
He'll
long.
have another one.
They just remembered that he sucks
Nope.
so hard that
Not
he doesn't
against,
deserve
not
his
if
rematch.
Sin Cara wins it. Two faces don't go
What
against
a
each other.
joke. What a
It's not a joke. He beat Cesaro, which was a good match.
It was a great match.
He gets the roll up, I think, on Barrett, so it's believable. It's not like he overpowered him.
What, on main event?
Yeah.
Oh, he wins the roll up?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I read that Barrett goes for a powerbomb or something like that, and he
But
rolls him
that's
up.
not good for Barrett.
It doesn't matter. What's Barrett doing? Get the title. He's had the title.
Well, let's
Long
put it
enough.
this way. I mean, it could
Well,
work out
then,
Cesaro's
hold on.
way also because
No.
you want these titles
Cesaro-
off.
Wait a minute.
You want these titles off of them before
Of
Money
course,
in the Bank.
but why the next Monday on Raw that they took it off the Miz? Obviously something was up.
Miz was leaving, anyway.
So you make them lose. You make
No
Barrett
one wanted-
lose at
no one-
WrestleMania, and then just quickly drop.
Because they
it the
needed a
next night.
match for that night. That's what I've come up with. That's the only reason for Barrett to lose on a pre-show at Mania. So you have another match the next night, knowing the crowd's not going to be behind The Miz. And then you get Barrett to win the title back and everybody's happy. That's the only reason I can come
They
up
could
with.
have done something else with that, though.
Absolutely not, because then there's no point in them having another match.
They shouldn't have
Barrett
another
wins.
match, period.
Barrett wins. There's no reason for another match. Barrett loses. He wants his title shot.
Yeah, but why does Sin Cara deserve the Intercontinental title?
Why not? Sin Cara is entertaining.
Oh, he's
You
fine
say
and
all
dandy.
you want.
But coming, how long has he been out for?
Oh, I don't even know.
I don't know how long he's been out, but it hasn't been that long.
That's like Evan Bourne coming back and he has a WWE title. That's like
That's
Christian
not-
coming.
No,
That's
no,
like
Evan
Christian
Bourne
coming
is
back
like-
and he gets the World Heavyweight title.
Who's
Why not?
Christian?
Christian was main eventer before he left,
Christian's
right?
due back after Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Some point after Sin Cara comes back.
Yes.
We had this discussion already. It's stupid.
It's whatever.
He hasn't come back in the past, but it'll be in the future that he comes back.
And he'll get injured,
Thank you.
Injured again in the future.
Thank you for telling me that.
It just
At some point he'll come back.
With a new funny haircut.
So he stopped styling it. It's
Yeah.
the same haircut.
And finally,
And his ridiculous
I look forward to that
oily
match.
chest.
I look forward to the match.
where
It'll be good.
his torso is a different color than his face.
Cody Rhodes beats Justin Gabriel in the main event.
That didn't even upset me.
Whoa. Cody Rhodes got a win.
Cody
Yes,
Rhodes
he
beat
did.
Justin Gabriel. I don't know why the match happens. If they could tell me why, like on the show or something, there's a reason. All right. I like both guys. I've been hoping that, even though he's small, that he'd get to the main event, which isn't going to happen. Cody Rhodes, sorry. He's a mid-card guy, upper-card guy, at best.
Right.
But I can't say Justin Gabriel would be higher than that. As much as I love Justin Gabriel, and I say he's going to win the Rumble every year,
I hear you.
it's
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
just
happen.
at some point you gotta
Yeah, it's
realize.
not. I know it's not gonna happen. It's just fun to say. But Cody Rhodes is higher on that list.
Yeah, I do believe so.
No matter what.
It's a shame that like a little over a year ago he was in a Money in the Bank match and one of our favorites to win it actually.
Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was between him and Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler ended up winning it, but I was happy about that. But I was still kind of I'm actually quite upset as to where Cody Rhodes is right now.
Yeah. It's him and Sandow. They're just throwing them in matches that don't make any sense. Although Cody got this win.
But what is it really? All it's doing is
He beat
all right.
Justin
Well,
Gabriel.
Cody has a match on the pre-show. Let's just give him a win now.
Yeah.
What does that even do? Why even bother, really?
Yeah, because you know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
I was gonna end the show till I completely forgot I wanted to talk about something real quick.
Something dumb.
No, this is actually not dumb. Sorry.
And it looks like he's serious because he closed his computer.
Yeah. We know.
John, are you sick or something? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Are you terminal?
No, I'm good. We know the
That's
situation with Austin Aries last week.
This
Yes.
isn't serious.
It's very
This isn't
serious.
serious.
And
This is
was-
very serious.
And we mentioned this in a joking manner because you noticed it.
Yeah.
Did you notice it as well when it happened?
I did.
No,
Okay.
I told you guys before you watched it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Like, you watch this.
what we're referencing is last week's TNA Impact where Christy Hemme referred to Austin Aries and Bobby
She
Roode.
mistakenly called them bad influence.
Exactly.
Mistakenly, which is okay.
Mhm.
People make
Happens.
mistakes.
Right.
Now,
What doesn't happen often is what Austin Aries did.
But
And she, alright.
this is now turned into a sexual harassment type
Well,
of
someone
thing.
said that. No one, it's not official. It's just things that were said between certain
Parties.
parties and the internet. So, really, it doesn't matter.
This is really interesting though because you both have brought up two like really interesting points.
And
Your
go.
point being that if this were a legitimate sexual
word.
harassment thing,
It's a word.
it would have been announced a week ago when Impact was done filming.
Yeah.
Because
Because it's not live. As much as they like to put live impact, it's not.
right. So you would
It's not.
It's not.
That threw me off a little bit when we started watching.
hashtag live.
When we started
No,
watching
no, it
threw me.
is live. It's
Wait,
just
I
that the
remember
dirt
reading
sheets
this.
have a reporter from the future
Yeah.
who sends back
Yes,
information about Impact.
And they only send it a week in advance.
Yes.
Yep.
That's as far as their time machines go.
Exactly. The time machine's limited, guys.
Yeah.
We're not there
I
yet.
say it's a work because they could have taken it out, reshot it, edited around it, something like that. but they didn't.
Yeah.
So they wanted it on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it happened like, oh, that shouldn't be there. We need to get rid of this.
But I mean, one of the things that we noticed about Impact is that they don't edit out a lot of things that they could.
Yeah.
You know, like certain botches and crowd reactions that they have a week to alter, but they don't do it.
That's because all their money's going to Kurt Angle. Those guys that get paid all that money.
Angle. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle, Sting.
Jeff Hardy.
But then you brought up the point, you know, if it is storyline, why would it be Christy Hemme?
Yeah, out of all people.
You know?
But I had a rebuttal to that as well. Mm-hmm. She's the ring announcer.
Right.
She's the one that would announce that.
It's just so weird for me, though, because...
And she's better looking than SoCal Val.
Well,
absolutely. You're correct on that. But
SoCal Val.
I mean, really, out of all the knockouts you could have chose for this part, you choose Christy Hemme. Okay,
Christy Hemme has...
She's not bad looking. She's decent looking, I'm not going to lie, but...
She won Diva Search, I think.
She did. She was
in WWE. She did wrestle for a short time in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she got hurt or if that obviously wasn't her thing to begin with. But she doesn't anymore. Now she's an announcer.
Right.
She's in the ring. That's who you're going to put up. When it was SoCal Val years ago, she was involved in the Black Machismo Sanjay Dutt storyline.
Oh, God.
It's just, who is there?
Oh, was that the match where they kept focusing on SoCal Val? That is the greatest cinematography I've ever seen.
That's who you're going to put into the storyline. If it's storyline, like you think it's for real, it could be.
It's a good possibility. You never know.
But if it was real, they would have said something or taken it out.
Yeah.
Before it aired.
But what's also weird though, like, okay, it could be a storyline, because why wouldn't Christy Hemme just push the guy off, you know?
Well, she's still in character.
That's understandable.
I'm gonna even side with you on this. I'm gonna make an argument for it. What are you supposed to do in that situation? Mm-hmm. I said she laughed, so she must have been into it. And you knew about it.
Right.
It could have been people laugh when they're nervous. I do.
Yeah,
I laugh all the time.
Yeah.
But what are you supposed to do in that situation? You're not ready for it. It doesn't happen to you all the time. You're like, get out of here! Like, she did cringe.
She did.
So,
well,
I can make an argument for both sides.
Now Dixie Carter announced that Austin Aries has to make a
public apology.
Which is another reason I think it's at work. Because of what happened with Ring of Honor. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
For another time. You know, I think people...
At another time it won't matter, so...
Yeah, that is true. If you want to get it out of the way, get it out of the way.
I don't really care.
I want to see the Austin Aries crotch thing again. On Christy Hemme.
For anybody that watches Ring of Honor, I don't. But it was sort of a big deal for 5 people on the internet.
Yes. Oh my God, he said that!
And I say 5 people because Ring of Honor is... A lot of people do like it, but I think for the most part, more people don't watch it than do.
Well, a lot of smarks watch it. Because that's
the smarks aren't that big of a percent.
It's their saving grace of when they can't complain about
when
WWE.
all their matches are the same.
Yes.
And you hit 100 finishers before the match.
And you know so. The first 90 finishers.
Yeah. That's why I can't get into Ring of Honor at this point.
Well, I can't get into Ring of Honor because of their annoying fans.
Oh.
That's one of the things. That's one of the reasons I can't.
But this is what happened in Ring of Honor. Jay Briscoe, who is not Gerald Briscoe's son or anything like that.
I apologize. I apologize for that error.
Different kind of Briscoe, written differently, I believe.
Yes.
Jay Briscoe is the champion. Tweeted something homophobic. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to quote because I don't know.
Does that count as homophobic? Because I believe what the quote was that he said, you know, somebody legalized gay marriage.
What was it?
Congrats if that
Delaware or something?
Something like that. And he said something along the lines of, if that makes you happy, you know, congratulations. Yeah. But if you tell my kid otherwise...
If you're trying to teach my kid it's okay, I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
So there's a couple reasons why maybe you shouldn't tweet that.
I think it was more or less the threat.
Yeah.
The threat.
It could have been. But you add in the subject matter beforehand.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's a touchy issue these days.
Anyway, he said that, and Ring of Honor, I don't know if they had anything to do with it, but his account got deleted after that. Not even just the tweet. The whole thing is gone. And he had to make a public apology, which I bought because he broke character during it, and has decided to donate 2 of I guess his paychecks or however that works at 2 events to a charity. I don't remember what the charity is.
Which isn't bad.
Depending on the charity.
Yeah.
It has something to do with teaching kids to not be
A bully.
it's
Oh, no!
sort of bullying, but in regards to gays and lesbians and stuff like that. Not just regular bullying, a specific kind of bullying.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Ant?
It's just funny.
As far as I remember.
Now
that's what
bullying
it's about.
has categories. That's awesome.
It's a very specific kind of bullying.
It's so stupid.
But so I think it's in regards to that.
Yeah.
You had that controversy with Ring of Honor. TNA to not be outdone by a more indie production, because some might say that TNA is still kind of indie.
Oh, definitely.
It's not. It's got a TV deal on Spike TV and all that.
And for all we
It's been
know,
around on television for a while.
Yeah.
They're doing it with this.
And
I don't know.
And one interesting note
sort of far-fetched, but
right.
possibility.
And, for all we know, this could be the start of a new storyline, because I mean, Bobby Roode and Austin Aries, I think, have run their course as a tag team.
See, this is my problem. You're doing this with Austin Aries now. He was just your heavyweight champion.
Well, that was a little while ago.
It was a little while ago, but it's like...
And he's still part of the most entertaining part of TNA.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. By far, he's entertaining.
It works for the character, I guess, to do something like that.
But that's the reason why I thought he did that, was because of his character.
Yeah.
It makes sense. He's the...
And another reason I think it's a work is because he was tweeting stuff too.
Yeah.
About it. Again, I can't quote it because I read it, but I don't remember exactly.
And I quote?
He said no. I'm not Michael Cole. He said something about nuts or balls or something like that over and over again, like different.
Like puns or
yeah.
Yes.
But it was one statement. It was very backhanded. So I don't know. I don't know if it's. Well, you wanted to talk about this.
I know, it's said and done. I mean, it's happened, it's over.
I said everything.
What's done is done. He's going to say his apology on TNA. Jay Briscoe said his
I don't know if
apology.
that's confirmed, though, because we haven't read any spoilers on it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we'll see.
It'll be 2 weeks too late, because it's not live.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is live. I told you already.
Hashtag not live Impact.
Oh my gosh. I don't know where you're getting this ridiculous
Or not
idea.
Impact Live.
It's live. It's so hard to believe that the Dirt Sheets have a future reporter.
Yeah, true.
That only works for a week.
Yes.
Week in advance.
Pretty much that'll be it for today. We'll have TJ here for tomorrow. And wow, we need to figure out something for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm John.
Main event.
Yeah, main event.
And that is... Why do you have to do that?
Because I'm a real American.
Why? You just say bye. It's like any other normal people.
I'm a real American.
But you just said bye to the people. Who wants to hear that crap?
Real Americans.
Bye.